three. Somebody say brother. Somebody give me a hell yeah. Somebody give me Ric Flair. And a hacksaw Jim Duggan. Yo. You guys were awesome.
Welcome to my channel. In this video update, we remember the life and legacy of Hulk Hogan, the wrestling icon and larger-than-life personality who has died at the age of 71, a man who transcended the squared circle and became a household name across the globe. Hulk Hogan's story is one of transformation, triumph, controversy, and cultural impact. Join us as we reflect on the highs, the lows, and the unforgettable legacy of the man known simply as the Hulkster. Hulk Hogan, the pro wrestling superstar who helped launch the WWE into a global entertainment powerhouse, has passed away at the age of 71. The WWE confirmed his death on Thursday, July 24th. According to early reports, Hogan suffered a cardiac arrest at his home in Florida and was transported by medics on a stretcher. Born Terence Gene Bollier on August 11, 1953, in Augusta, Georgia, Hogan would go on to become one of pop culture's most recognizable figures. The WWE expressed its sorrow, stating Hogan helped WWE achieve global recognition in the 1980s. WWE extends its condolences to Hogan's family, friends, and fans. Hogan began his wrestling journey far from the bright lights. He started as a bouncer, and after years of training and wrestling in smaller circuits under names like Terry Boulder and Sterling Golden, he finally made his WWE debut in Madison Square Garden in December 1979. With his 6'7" frame, 24-inch biceps, what he called his pythons, and booming charisma, Hogan quickly became the face of professional wrestling. Over his storied 35-year career, Hulk Hogan would go on to win 12 world championships and headline countless pay-per-view events. His rivalries with legends like Andre the Giant, Sean Slaughter, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson became the stuff of wrestling lore. Hogan's rise in the 1980s coincided with the explosion of the WWE. He wasn't just a wrestler, he was a movement. Appearing on lunchboxes, t-shirts, action figures, and even Saturday morning cartoons, Hogan's mantra of "say your prayers, take your vitamins, and believe in yourself" turned him into a hero for millions of young fans, better known as Hulkamaniacs. But Hogan's presence extended far beyond the ring. He starred in more than a dozen films, starting with Rocky III in 1982, where he played the menacing Thunderlips. His friend and co-star Sylvester Stallone once said, "He threw the most amazing punches, powerful but perfectly timed to avoid harm." On television, Hogan made over 200 appearances across various shows, including The Love Boat and WWE Raw, and famously starred with his family in the VH1 reality series Hogan Knows Best. The show ran from 2005 to 2007, offering fans a glimpse into his life off the mat. However, not everything shown was pretty, and behind the fame, Hogan's personal life grew increasingly turbulent. Shortly after the show ended, his wife Linda filed for divorce, citing infidelities. The years that followed brought more scandal, including a sex tape leak, admissions of steroid use, and a widely criticized use of racist language that temporarily cost him his place in the WWE Hall of Fame. In 2018, after publicly apologizing and spending years volunteering with children, the WWE reinstated Hogan. He owned up to his mistakes, once saying, "I have a ton of scars. I'm not perfect, but it's about standing up, owning it, and moving forward." Despite his controversies, Hogan remained a beloved figure to many. In a 2014 interview, he said, "The Hulk Hogan character has made me a better person. It gave me the drive to improve who I really am, Terry Bollea." The physical toll of wrestling left Hogan with permanent injuries. Years of high-impact matches left him suffering from chronic pain, arthritis, and a bent tailbone. "I used to be 67, he said in a 2009 interview. "Now I'm barely 6'4". My hands, legs, and neck are numb, but I wouldn't trade it for anything." Away from the limelight, Hogan enjoyed a quieter life in Clearwater, Florida. A self-proclaimed beach bum, he loved his dogs, played bass guitar, and owned several bars and restaurants. In 2024, he launched Real American Beer, which even caught the attention of his longtime friend, former President Donald Trump, who promoted it on Truth Social. Hogan was a two-time inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame, first as an individual in 2005 and again in 2020 as a member of the O, the infamous wrestling faction that shook up the industry. Though often portrayed as a superhero in spandex, Hogan was never shy about the man behind the mustache. He was human, flawed, vulnerable, and yet determined to keep evolving. As he once said, "People think Hulk Hogan just screams and body slams people. They don't know I cry watching The Lion King." Hogan is survived by his third wife, Sky Daly, and his two children, Brooke and Nick. And in his own words, "I promised each and every Hulkamaniac, when I go to that great battlefield in the sky, I'm bringing the WWF title with me." Hulk Hogan may be gone, but his legacy, inside the ring and far beyond it, will continue to echo through generations of fans. From slamming giants to touching hearts, he truly was one of a kind. Rest in peace, Hulkster. Thanks for watching.